Hi guys, welcome to MBE. I'm Dee. This is the first part of a two-part series. Today we're taking a look at the rise of SpaceX. From a small startup who almost never left the ground to the biggest commercial space launcher in the world. We will explore all the major achievements from when it was founded in 2002 until 2018 and beyond. SpaceX was founded by Elon Musk in 2002 with the goal of reducing space transportation cost and enable the colonization of Mars, starting out with only 160 employees and eventually growing to over 6,000 employees by 2018. Falcon 1 was developed between 2006 and 2009 and launched a total of 5 times. It's a 2-stage rocket with a single Merlin engine on the first stage and 1 Kestrel engine for the second stage. It had 3 failures on the first 3 missions, and finally, just before the company went bankrupt, it had a successful 4th mission.
Stages are separated. Second stage ignition confirmed. Fairing separation is confirmed. Copy.
This was the first orbital launch of a privately funded and developed company.
3, 2, 1. Dragon is in orbit. Capture is confirmed.
Houston Station, looks like we got it. The Dragon by the tail.
This really is, I think, going to be recognized as a significantly historical step forward in space travel.
So how do you bring the cost down 100-fold to lower the launch cost? Well, you need to make the launch vehicle reusable. SpaceX announced the Grasshopper Experimental Technology Demonstrator Reusable Rocket Program in 2011. The goal of the program is to test and develop the technologies to enable a vertical takeoff and landing of a rocket. Grasshopper had 8 successful test launches. These early tests would eventually lead to history-defining moments in rocketry. As Elon Musk stated, Grasshopper could land on Earth with the accuracy of a helicopter. After the Grasshopper program, the Falcon 9 reusable development vehicle was developed. It was tested at much higher altitudes and supersonic speeds. It also had retractable landing legs. It was built on the much longer Falcon 9 version 1.1 first stage tank. It had 4 successful flights, but it exploded on its final flight. The cause was a faulty sensor. A later version also featured steerable grid fins to help it maneuver at supersonic speeds. We will look at the design and purpose of the grids in part 2 of this series. Here is Elon Musk on the importance on reusability.
If you look at, say, the cost of a Falcon 9 rocket, which is quite a big rocket, it's about 1 million pounds of thrust, it is the lowest cost rocket in the world, but even so, it's about $50 to $60 million. But the cost of the fuel and oxygen and so forth is only about $200,000. So obviously, if we can reuse the rocket, say 1,000 times, then that would make the capital cost of the rocket per launch only about $50,000. There'd be maintenance and other things that would factor in there, and fixed costs and some overhead allocation and whatnot. But it would allow for about 100-fold reduction in launch costs. And this is a pretty obvious thing if you think about it as applied to any other mode of transport. You can imagine that if planes were not reusable, very few people would fly. 747 is about $300 million. You'd need 2 of them for a round trip. And yet I don't think anyone here has paid $500 million to fly. And the reason is because those planes can be used tens of thousands of times, and so all you're really paying for is fuel and pilot costs and just sort of incidentals, and the capital cost is relatively small.
Thank you guys. We have come to the end of part 1. Please subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see more content like this, and give it a thumbs up and leave a comment. This was my first video and I hope you liked it. I can't wait to share part 2. In that video we will continue the journey of SpaceX, from landing their rockets to continuing their manned space program and beyond. Cheers guys!